Yes, almost.
You almost caught me jamming out to the 30-second thing. I was like,
I know, I'm moving to it too. It's just like, it's crazy. I'm like, I'm really getting with it now.
Sometimes you can't help yourself.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Got Minnie. What's up, Minnie? I always love her little profile picture, that little puppy dog. So dang cute. Natalie, my baby. What's up, girl?
Oh my goodness.
So
yeah, this was like one of those last minute sort of.
Last minute, because we thought we were going to go later tonight. But it turns out that there's really a big Christmas bash I kind of want to watch. So I was like, I want to be there for that. Oh, hello, Holly.
Hello, Holly.
What's up?
I'm not wearing your balls tonight, Holly. Today I got my pistol.
One ball just in case you need one.
I got my pictures one.
One ball.
There you go.
I don't know why my hat is so stinking crooked. Like it's not staying on right or something. Yeah. It's bugging me.
Yeah, mine. Yeah.
I like your hat too, though. And then I have one that has like little lights on it that light up. But
that's cute. Yeah, no, I got my reindeer antlers on. Right. Pisser the reindeer.
How many of y'all got to watch this crazy episode? And how many of y'all it was a good one, I thought.
I thought it was a good episod. Still,
I didn't like the cliffhanger. Okay, but her mother coming over and talking. Oh Lord, we're gonna have to get into that.
I know. Mama Slatin was
Mama Slatin showed up. I'm like, wait,
Mama Slatin showed up. She
never comes to visit. Like, I find that interesting.
She does not. Yep. She was Peter present at the party. Peter present. Clark. You're right.
The good old hashtags. Are you surviving over there and in the Bible Belt, Clark? I'm pretty sure. Bless his heart.
Peters.
Bless his heart.
Peters, man. I gotta tell you.
Hello, my leader. I am the leader. Leader. I've seen it as you. Thought you were watching it the other day, Holly. I bet she had 3 little youngins hanging on her, going, "Mommy, mommy, mommy."
Hey, Shaylin. Yeah.
Oh, I put that up there and didn't even say hello. Sorry, Shaylin. How are you? How's everybody?
Good. Preparing, ready for
I was going to be out party tonight, and then I decided, nah, I'm going to stay home and drink.
There you go. Yeah, I've got the coconut whiskey waiting for me after this. From
what?
It's Hilton Head Distillery. It's coconut infused whiskey, and it is fabulous soda, and it's really good on the rocks when it's chilled. And so, Minnie, you've never seen 1,000 Pound Sisters? Oh
no, she's never seen it. That's okay. We're gonna fill you in. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So
that's about your coconut whiskey, though. Does it taste like coconut?
It does. It does. As soon as we go and grab a snapshot, I'll jump up and I'll get the whiskey and I'll show it to you.
Oh my God. Have you ever had the peanut butter, whatever it is? It's like a peanut butter liqueur or liquor of some kind.
I have. Yes.
Oh, Natalie watched it. She's ahead, man. Oh my goodness. Look at these hashtags. Oh Lord, help me. Hashtag Jesus saves. Hashtag everyone saves the Piggly Wiggly. Especially Tammy.
I swear to God.
Okay, those are classic.
Stop eating.
Mark, those ones are really, really, really good. Y'all need to see my hat. Look,
it is the hashtag king.
It came from It came from the Polar Express. We did the Polar Express one year. It was so fun. Oh my God, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was so worth it.
I gotta tell you, this episode made me cheer, yell, cringe.
Want to smack Tammy as usual.
As usual, just I'm
like, just like, get it together, girl.
Oh, I can't wait until we start talking about when she went to the doctor.
Oh, Yeah, that didn't go well. But here we have Mama. Here, I'll turn off my cam. Here we have Mama. And I kind of, okay, when she says this, maybe it might be part of my fault, and it probably is.
Yeah.
They really needed more healthier ways of cooking. Yeah, so the mother even says it right there, which I've always suspected, because come on, your kids don't grow up and get that big unless you are letting them eat whatever they want.
That is correct.
That doesn't happen. So it's kind of like, yeah, Mama Slatton. I don't know what her last name is. Slayton. I think it's pronounced Slayton, isn't it? I don't even know.
I think it's Slatton. I don't know.
I think that's her last name. Either way, yeah, the mother hit the nail right on the head. It does have a lot to do with how
you were raised, the meals that you were, right. Were you part of the clean plate club? That's another big one now.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Dude, the only time I've seen a Piggly Wiggly, y'all, I've seen them down in Tennessee and Mississippi. I haven't seen them anywhere else.
Well, I can tell you where I live, there is no Piggly Wiggly.
Eat the baby. That's all I want to know. Hashtag secretly waiting. Wait, what baby?
You could get in my belly, baby. You could eat the baby. Clark, I'm going to let you in on a little insider secret. Yes, of course she ate the baby.
Wait, they had green. I remember green stamps, Shaylin. I remember those. And they could get free stuff. So you think they just spent their green stamps on food?
You think they got babies?
No, Natalie, we don't have Piggly Wiggly out here. It's similar to I guess it's like a Kroger or one of those. Clark's dying. Uh-oh.
I gotta tell you, if I were self-conscious about my weight, I would never go into a Piggly Wiggly because I would be so afraid that I would show up on the internet as my ass walking into Piggly Wiggly and then making a correlation of Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, therefore I think I'll stay out of the Piggly Wiggly. At least for now. So they were having a conversation, because Tisa came in and they're having this Tisa and the mother starts telling kind of what she used to do. And she used to have something to do with the pelvic region. I was like, wait, what? Why didn't she just say what it was? So then apparently they have heard this story a lot because the mother is saying, no, I can't even see what she said. It wasn't bad until this girl came and had, what does it say? Oh, the foul smell. She had that funky smell. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So it turns out Mama Slayton had something to do with, I'm assuming, STDs.
So she was a care nurse back in her day. I guess she was like maybe a nurse assistant. I don't think she had a nursing degree, but she worked in the STD unit.
Fun.
And got all of the nasty coochies.
And in case y'all in here who don't watch the show do not know what she found in what they call the cooter, by the way, was a $20 bill.
Yes.
A $20 bill. And
she said that was the nastiest thing that she's ever seen pulled out of a cooter.
I bet there was worse.
Or the coochie.
And then
I'm pretty sure they call it the cooter.
She never did tell me why she had it in her coochie. I was like, well, I bet I can guess, but I mean, that's one way to get paid.
Right. But I think the funniest part here is when Tammy was like, she always brings up that story. She doesn't have any other,
big hairy ass is in here.
Yeah, big hairy ass. All right. Big hairy ass. I just think it's hilarious because she's obviously heard this story over and over and over again of how her mom worked in the STD unit and pulled a $20 bill out of a stinky cooter. And it's just
that's rough.
Very rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but hey.
That's not good at all.
No, not good at all. Not good at all.
Let's see. It looks like, of course, all my stuff's out of order. Why did it have to do that?
Shaylin, you got don't mess with the green stamps.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't mess with them. Well, then we go. Then the story goes from Amy starts talking about her situation because she's got. Let's see. Well, and she talks about the baby. Remember, she's talking about the baby seems like a bottomless pit, and she's
okay.
afraid.
This worried me. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it didn't really worry me because babies they're growing and they have a high metabolism. So I mean, he's a baby. Come on. So I don't think. But here's the other thing: like, don't constantly feed him just because some people when they're little like that, when they start to cry, they just automatically stick a bottle in their mouth.
Right.
So I hope that's not what's going on here. You know what I mean?
Well, I was concerned about the opposite. I was concerned that she's looking and going, well, you should only have 2 ounces of you should only have 2 ounces of formula, and now you're drinking 4. So I'm only going to allow you to drink 2.
Read what Natalie just said.
Oh my God! Wait, okay, Natalie.
Shut up.
That was.
Don't tell me you do not know what the.
I do know what that is.
Here, I know, but Shaylin doesn't. She said gerbil emergency ?
I am not going to lie, Natalie. I always thought that was like an urban legend. I never thought that was.
I've heard that it was true, but I mean, we don't know that. But since she just verified that he did come in when her ex-husband was working, like, oh boy, he was in his residency too. But that had to be fun to see. Santa's ho ho ho! Oh, we have a ho in here.
Ho ho ho!
There's a ho up in the house.
And it's
Santa's ho ho ho!
And it's a special ho.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
That is a special ho. Santa's ho.
Wonder which ho that is.
One special ho.
There are all kinds of hoes up in here. Yeah. No. I do worry a little bit about that situation. The whole.
You shouldn't be worrying about weight when your baby is not even taking.
When they're a baby, they're supposed to be chubby and. Al Bundy says party's here. Woo woo!
Al Bundy, all right.
I still need new shoes. See, Natalie says she does know. She knows that it happened. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
You learned it here on my channel.
Believe it.
You learned it right here. She says, no, it happened. My ex was in the ER when he came in. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, Natalie, because I will tell you that has always
been my whole day.
Did that really happen? I don't know.
We're also happy to find out that he did indeed put a gerbil in his will.
Okay. Good for him.
Well,
no gerbils were hurt. Wait, Natalie, what happened to the gerbil? Now I'm concerned for the gerbil.
I'm pretty sure the gerbil did not make it out alive, but you never know. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's smothered up in there. It would not be good. Why are we talking about this situation?
Oh my goodness. Is like, what the fuck? Somebody please tell me. All right, go ahead and tell her the story.
You're gonna have to go Google it, girl. I'm telling you, it's fact. So yeah, so then we have Amy talking about well, she also talked about how she didn't want. Yeah, okay, here's where she says, I don't want him to struggle like me and Tammy did with our weight. But I get where she's coming from. If he is a bottomless pit, okay, but he's a baby.
He's a baby.
She shouldn't be worried about that. That needs to be like the least of her worries right now.
Worry about this when he's 4 or 5.
Right. Well, and she's already said she wants to make it, a point that he eats healthy and whatnot. So she said they had to operate down.
Oh shit!
Ouch!
Oh shit! And the gerbil died. Oh, I was just gonna ask that.
The gerbil died. Well, I kind of thought it might. It was the ASPCA calls it.
I was gonna be like, tell me. Tell me the authorities were called.
Got really crazy up in animal abuse.
We could have a whole show on that.
Right? We could. Oh my God. We need
that. And Shaylin, I want to tell you that we did talk about your idea the other day, and I think that you already started looking, didn't you?
I have started looking. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was So
but then I started feeling I was like sickly, and I was all, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna sleep this off, which by the way, y'all, didn't really work. But I am better now, so that's good. I'm able to eat without feeling like I'm bleh. Let's see. I
excess skin.
Okay, the excess skin thing. I know she has it. I can tell. I can see it. But she's not finished losing her weight, and it turns out that when she goes to get checked at the plastic surgeon, they tell her the same thing, because that was the first thing that went through my mind. It's like,
Same
girl,
thing.
you just had a baby. He's only 6 months old. You're not done losing the baby weight, on top of the fact that you haven't gotten to your goal weight.
Correct.
That's when they moved. That's when they go in and they remove the excess skin. So that's, I don't know what she was thinking. Why? Maybe she just wanted to see if they would do it. But
well, I also think that there's like this big misconception when it comes to when it comes to this, because I think that in her mind, she's like, well, because you see it on 600-pound Life. Somebody will go in and have their excess skin removed, and they have now dropped 20 pounds.
Yeah, they'll drop 20 or 30 pounds. Easily.
So I'm wondering if maybe Amy was thinking, well, let me go to the plastic surgeon. The plastic surgeon may deem this as excess weight, and then he'll just cut it off. And then, look, I'm down to nearly my goal weight, because now I've had,
but did you remember her saying her goal weight is 150 and she's at 260?
Right. But that's what I was also going to say.
So
but
she's not anywhere near, and that's why they're telling her, no, honey, you got to lose more.
Right.
Ooh, but now they said it was all. Well, I knew it was all over the news. I remember that.
I thought it was like just a myth.
Is he on drugs to do that? No, I think he's just weird.
He was on drugs.
Lizard came in.
Yeah,
Lizard. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lizard. Yeah, Big Harry. He was on gerbils, not drugs.
Maybe there's a gerbil in there. I don't know. It's possibility. It's possibility. See, this is where she said girl is 150. Yeah. So good on her. She'll get there.
And you know what? Maybe she needed this. I kind of feel like this was I don't necessarily know if this was.
She's plateauing, which I get, because when I died, I always go through that plateau, and it sucks. It makes you feel like crap. You're never, ever, ever going to start losing again. But once you plateau, I mean, you just have to change something up a little bit, maybe exercise more, which they were.
Right. They were.
And mainly her. I didn't see Tammy doing much, but and okay, I don't know about you with this part. Okay, Tammy decided she's going to go and talk to a therapist, y'all.
Oh, this angered me so much.
Okay, so she does, and actually, if you look, I mean, she's actually even dressed up a little bit nicer than usual.
Yeah.
She said if she has to do it to be cleared for surgery, she'll go and do it. But oh my God, y'all. And then the therapist starts to talk to her and asks her, like,
But can we talk about the chair and the closing of the door?
Oh, that was bad.
And just how nasty she was.
She was hateful about it. She goes, I can't get up and close this door. I can't even catch my breath right now. I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, girl. It's not.
And that therapist was
away from you. Like, get your butt up and close the door. So that probably showed the therapist a lot of what she needed to know, like right there.
Yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
That set the tone right there, and it was.
I'm curious too. Is that therapist the therapist for the practice, for the weight loss center that she's part of?
I assume probably not, because if you look
at the way she did not seem she was prepared for an angry.
And the office is not laid out for heavier people. Did you notice that?
Right. Yes, I did notice that too.
Actually, because I was watching that with my kiddo, and she goes, I don't think that she does that very often. I said, no, I don't think she does either.
And she seemed a little bit taken back by her size when she came in.
Oh yeah, when she came in, she looked judgy.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised, because I was like, well, wait a minute. I know that when you're going to go through weight loss surgery, they always assign you a therapist, and you're supposed to be, and I thought, okay, well, maybe because she's in the program, but the doctors
maybe hearing that she's that size and seeing it are very different.
Maybe that might be totally two different things. But Tammy was a straight up bitch.
Because here's where she's like bitching about. She's not about to get up and close that damn door. She says, I got to catch my breath before I can stand up, back up. Y'all, and this is her just walking. Okay, if you look at this picture, look, she did walk down the hallway, but that hallway is not very long. And the chair was right there in case she needed to sit down. Like, she is not getting 75 steps a day, because that right there was like, what, maybe 10 or 15? Maybe. Right. This girl ain't never going to get her 75 steps at this rate. Here is
and Shaylin, I
on her face.
Yeah.
There's the judgy face. I saw it. Yes. I spotted it like right away. I was like, uh-oh. Wait, you have to lose the fat out of the skin to have. Yeah. Well, that's true. That is true. Right. You have to get rid of the fat. Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't like. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I thought she was a little bit harsh. The door doesn't have to be closed until you actually. Yeah. And here's the thing. Maybe she could have gotten up and closed it because it's way easier for her. I don't know. Right. But then people always kind of cater to Tammy a little bit, and so maybe she thought, I shouldn't do that. I don't really know. And then she asks her, how often do you overeat? And she says, well, clearly all the time.
All the time.
I mean, girl, look at my figure. Hello.
Look at me.
I'm not a tiny person.
Right.
And neither am I at the moment, but I will be. Y'all see me in 3 months. You can be like, I don't even know who that was.
Oh, there you go.
I don't even recognize her. I don't. I'm telling you.
And then when people say how often a week, it will not be all the time.
Right, exactly. Well, you know what? I had to agree with the therapist on this. She goes, I'm just saying, I need you to be a little more cooperative.
Right. So she said, even at the very beginning, this is an intake interview. This isn't even us starting therapy.
Exactly. She's just trying to get like a history.
I'm just trying to get some answers. Like, how often do you eat? What are your feelings when you eat? I'm just asking you general questions to figure out the best way to be able to handle you. And again, Tammy goes into complete bitch mode when she's talking to her. And I was just like, I can't believe you're being such an asshole.
I'm all sitting here like, I love my little hat.
She was she's such a jerk.
She does go into bit. Oh, hello. Do I not have enough light? Probably. Yeah, my light went out yesterday. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, the universe is not on my side. There we go. Have more light. Does that work? It's still a little cloudy, but
okay. I agree with you, Shaylin. I do not think. I don't know. I don't know. She might, Shaylin. And the only reason why is I think that there was a couple of things that the therapist actually hit with her that made her think. Now, and we don't actually see the whole sessions.
Right. That's the whole thing. Is we only see a little bits and pieces. And that's where it's kind of like, what really happened?
What really happened? There were a couple shots that they had of her where you could see her demeanor, like her face changed a little. And she had this like look of like she was actually listening to what the therapist was saying. But the big moment where I was just like, aha, because this is the second therapist. If you remember, her and Tammy, when they were with Dr. Proctor, went and they did like the session together.
Way back when. Big hairy Peach.
But the thing is that she said to her, I know that you're hurting. There's something deep within you that you just don't want to talk about. And you could see.
Well, Shaylin, what Shaylin just said. Yeah, I think that's part of the issue that we were having too. Like, I don't think she's set up I don't think she deals with overweight or obese people very often. Not like morbidly obese. Not because they had to literally get up and move everything in the room, like the sofa and whatnot, to get her an area where she could sit. Because probably once she got down there, she wasn't gonna get up very easily. Right. But you're right.
Yeah. And there's got to be, and that made me think, there's a lot of people that are out there that overeat because of childhood trauma. We now know from a couple of episodes ago, they've been brought up in a hoarding situation as kids. Their mother was absent. So Tammy and Amy have clearly, and Chris.
Oh, that's a good point.
They've all eaten. They've eaten their feelings for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like when that therapist said to her, I know that you're hurting. You've got a very deep hurt. And that's something that we should talk about. And Tammy was like, I don't want to. I just don't want
straight up said, I'm not going to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. And then the producers were asking her, do you think eventually that you would be able to? Da, da, da. I have a feeling that whatever she is dealing with, I'm sure that TLC is going to push that will be discussed when she's at the therapist. I don't know if she will ever want to go public with how she's feeling.
See, I was thinking that too, Shaylin. I wondered too if they didn't have some sort of trauma growing up.
Right.
I know it's a defense mechanism for a lot of people who are like, have been. Hello, Jess McLeese.
Hello.
We go way back. Jess and I do. So I wondered if it wasn't like a, because it is, and women have said this in the past, that they gain weight so that if they're getting like abused in some sort of way, and the S way, like if they gain weight, then that person won't want to have anything else to do with them and will leave them alone. They'll stop doing whatever they're doing to them. Which I get that, but they never have talked about that, so I don't know. Yes, please.
And I did think about that, but
Eileen.
Hi, Eileen. But it's all of the kids though,
right?
Like this has been like, and a lot of times when it's something
the
like
whole family is that way,
right? Exactly. If it's you generally it would be the girls. Or maybe the boy, not all the kids.
I think part of it is in the genes, and part of it is due to lifestyle. That's just they had junk food to eat, and that's what they ate.
Right. I'm wondering if we are going to find out, and maybe this is something that if we go back into like season 1.
Good, Jess.
I think that I don't fully remember, but I think that it was mentioned that their father was abusive. And so if you you're in an abusive household, your mother is now a hoarder. This is the environment.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of dynamics to that.
There's a whole lot of dynamics.
Let's see. What did she say? Oh, that's where she said she's needing cooperation. Okay, the Amy thing had me dying. Okay, because she's like, she's talking about where they got the skin folds and all that stuff. And she goes, like a basket hound. They said, you mean basset hound? And she goes, yeah. She goes, yeah, I'm a bastard hound.
I'm a bastard hound. My face looks like a bastard hound. You mean a bastard hound?
I was like, okay. I don't know if she meant to say that, or I don't think she actually knew it.
I don't think she knew it was a basset hound. I think she probably always called it a bastard hound.
She probably did. You know what I find funny about that is my grandmother used to do that. She was the worst with words. Like she was not one was great with words, and she would jack up words so badly. But we would just laugh about it because we knew, she wasn't raised that way. She right. I mean, she heard words a certain way, and that's how she knows. So it could be bad mental abuse and neglect. Yeah, it could be.
I agree.
Oh, wait. Shaylin says, worked in mental health. We did this study to see how trauma affected our clients. The program, each client was a year. Helped to develop how Oklahoma treats their mental health people.
Really? Oh, wow.
That's interesting. Shaylin's got a lot of knowledge with all this.
So Shaylin probably can sit and watch the show.
Yeah, and look at a little bit differently than we do.
Pinpoint a lot of stuff where you're going up. I can see like the communication. You can tell just by looking, even in their relationship with their mother, the lack of communication between mom and children. You know that's going to now transfer.
Well, yeah, she even said when the mother came in that was a rare occasion.
Yes,
if that's not rare. And if you'll notice, that we don't ever see Mama Slayton.
Mama Slayton doesn't normally.
She was at the tea party though, because it's Mother's Day. Remember, they took her there for the tea party.
Okay, and the very few times that they've had it where they were cooking out or something at her house, if you've noticed, they've never showed the inside of her house. They were sitting outside.
Oh, you're right.
Which now we know why. It's because Mama's a hoarder. So
now we've seen inside Chris's house, so that's not a problem.
Inside Chris's house, so that's not.
Maybe his wife is the cleaner upper there.
Right. Tammy's not, but that's because she can't really get up and go shopping and bring in the trinkets and the stuffed animals and all that kind of stuff. So
I think Mom being around is all because, yep. I think you're right, Shaylin. I thought the exact same thing. I was like, oh, spot on. I said the same thing. I was like, it's funny. She never shows up. I wonder if she's getting a paycheck from this.
Or if she's $150 appearance.
She just doesn't want to make herself look bad by not being there around her children. I don't know. One way or the other. I agree with that. 100%. I think she's spot on. Shaylin is on it today.
She is on it.
Let me tell you something right here. This man, bless his heart, Mike.
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord. I don't know how this boy even, there's a reason he has back problems. And this is why he has back. But if you look, this is Mike. Is this her?
No, that's Chris pushing her up. Mike is behind.
Oh, that's right. Chris is pushing and Mike is behind. Probably just in case he needs some extra hands or something. But he was like, oh, we're in 4-wheel drive mode now. So he might have given him a little push. I don't know. But
yeah,
that's not
Chris
easy.
ended up pushing. He gave Mike the day off.
And then they said that's definitely a small spot, which it's really not. You're just not a small person.
Right.
That's not a small spot.
Now, this was them going to the spa.
Yeah, they're going to the spa, which I thought was really cute.
Spa day, yes.
I thought this was cute.
I love this picture. You need to take this picture, put it in a frame, and send it to them. Because that is
cute.
Oh my God, it's adorable.
That is cute. And he's like, he goes, well, I've never done this spa day thing before, but he goes, what the hell? They're paying for it. So,
oh my God.
And I mean, he looks kind of happy. And she looks very happy. Amy looks happy too. I like that they did the spa day. To be honest, I was surprised that Tammy went for that, but good for her.
Yeah.
See, he says,
he got his
for it. He goes, because I'm not paying for it. Because they're going to wax his belly and all kinds of stuff. He said,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which I couldn't understand. I mean, I know that you get your belly shaved. They'll shave whatever hair. But, they go in liposcopically, which is only little laparoscopically.
Laparoscopically.
Lipo. They're doing lipo on him. But they only make 5 little holes.
Well, they do. But if you look, let's see, where is it at? There's their face. Okay. See where they're doing it in strips? That's exactly where they're going to cut. Okay. I see why he kind of did it though. He doesn't really look that hairy to me, but you can't see close up.
Yeah, but
even the dog has input on this one. The dog's like, oh, stop that picture. It lasts longer than being shaved. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
I guess he was avoiding being shaved. I would think that shaving would be less painful, but actually he said it didn't hurt.
He said it didn't hurt. No, I don't think he didn't even flench at all. I thought he was going to make a nasty face, but then I
made a nasty face.
Tammy over here with getting her facial on and whatnot. Even he got a facial. This was good. I like this. I'd like to see them do more activities like this. And if she can get her weight down, they can do a lot of things like this, as siblings and whatnot. Because I feel like these three, between all the siblings, are the closest, right?
I would say so.
What do you think?
I think that they are the closest. I want to say
they're really looking out for their sister. I will say that
they are looking out for their sister. They don't want to bury her. That's the biggest thing. But my thing, I got to stay here again.
That's a good question, Shaylin. Actually, I don't know if they have one that's
I don't think they make one that will carry
her weight.
Yeah. If they had one, I think that they would have already purchased one.
Because Natalie just corrected you.
Yes, she did correct me. Look at you, Natalie. Thank you.
I hate to run, ladies, but I'm behind on my Santa Clausing and mistletoeing and all that stuff. Oh my gosh. You better go get it done, Lizard, because hello. I mean, Christmas is coming on up. Well, go get it done, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I really, really do. I know him.
Yeah, but I think, I'll be honest with you, out of anybody who's getting screwed, Michael pushes this girl around everywhere.
Oh,
where was his facial?
Where was Michael's facial? I don't think she goes to the grocery store.
She doesn't. Amy does.
Amy do all of her shopping. So, and I'll tell you this, I don't know if you've looked at those, the ones that they have at the grocery store. They're not going to hold somebody as heavy as she is. They're just not going to do it.
No, it's not.
Don't go to Walmart. Okay, Lizard, if you're still in here, don't go to Walmart. You've been warned. Actually, that's probably all they have over in that area. And they might have a Target somewhere, but I doubt it.
Do not go to Walmart. I agree with you. Do not go to Walmart.
I go to Target. No. Oh, here's where, and this says coming up. I don't know why I took it there. Because she was exercising her booty off with these little rubber band things and whatnot, which until she broke her cooter, which I don't think I got a picture of that, but apparently
every time she exercises, she breaks her cooter, Susie.
I know does she understand that you really can't technically break your? Well, I mean, you can bruise yourself really bad, which means you won't be getting any for a while. Which she does not need another baby, anyways. Let's stop.
Need another baby anytime soon.
Stop, Amy. You got one right now that you can barely take. I mean, she takes good care of him. I understand she does, but 6-month-old.
Cooter broken.
Yeah, don't break anything down there. Mm-hmm. But then we got Amy over here who was just barely working. She had like a little bit here and a little bit there, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm done." And to quote Amy, she never even broke a sweat. I was like, "Oh, well, that's typical."
Yep, didn't even break a sweat.
And then they had this conversation about the ex-boyfriend, as we know.
Yes.
And he didn't like that she has insecurities. Well, hello, she's almost 700 pounds. Well, 600 plus.
Right.
Of course she's got insecurities, but there are women that are 100 pounds that have insecurities too. So
I am wondering if her insecurities is because he is the BBW king.
You're right, Shayla.
And he is on social media. And he is actually he's a good-looking guy. So, like, when you look at Jerry was nice, but he wasn't like this social media guy, this new guy. He was, like I said, he was attractive. I wonder if her insecurities came from that. I bet you he's probably got women hitting him all the time.
Could be, and he probably, I was going to say, he probably had a lot of women on his social media.
Right.
Albany wants to know if Santa's ho ho ho, are you visiting for Christmas? Hey, Santa's ho ho ho, where are you? Because
I don't know
Albany is hitting on you.
Albany needs to know.
He knows how to pick out shoes, so if you like shoes, let's do it.
And Shaylin, you're right. The doctor has already told her, like, you are very close to being bedbound.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen because she won't even get up and walk.
Right. And Dr. Proctor pretty much told her, once you're bedbound, realize you're going to go downhill very quickly.
That's when you're on your way to your grave.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and here's where, so they go to the doctor. God bless this doctor's heart. I really do like it. They finally go to the doctor for their checkup because it's time for both of their weigh-ins. And he asks her, has she been doing any of her steps and whatnot? I haven't been doing them. I'm like, good God, woman. He's only asking you to do 75 steps a day.
Right.
I go from here to my living room and it's 75 steps. Like, why?
Right. 75 steps.
It's not that many.
High protein, no carbs.
Yep.
Exercise. It wasn't even just the steps, like exercise, do your arm exercises, do your finger exercises. Like
something while you're sitting there, just move your body. Be moving. Move.
3 things. That is all he asked you to do.
Wait,
have you done it? No, I haven't.
Didn't he flirt with women publicly? Nah, he's playing. Peggy Bundy. Wait a minute. Peggy Bundy went to your high school, Natalie? Shut up. Natalie always has the best stories.
Natalie.
I'm telling Natalie's gonna have to get some of these stories and write them down for us, and she's gonna have to come in here. Yes, she can come in incognito, not show her face, whatever she wants to do. But I need to hear some of these stories.
Yeah, we need to hear some of these stories.
See, that's the first time I've heard that, and I know her. So that's an interesting one. Ooh, Peggy Bundy. I forgot her real name.
Yeah, and so, you know what's funny? This is the other thing too, is that if you remember last week, you know, the doctor, she sat in there with Chris, where he had said to Chris, "You've done everything that I've asked.
Right.
Everything that I've asked you to do, you've always done it. And so lose 14 pounds and we're going to get, you know," and she can't even do one. How about one?
Nothing.
Say you do exercises every day.
And here's Chris. He goes, "I don't know. I can't explain it." He doesn't understand why she doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't get it, because I know he's not as big as she is, but I mean, he's doing everything he can in his power to lose this weight and try to get this. Did you hear him say he's been trying to get this for 10 years? Did you hear him say that?
Has he been trying to get the surgery, or has he been dieting and trying to get the weight off for 10 years?
I don't know. He said he's been trying to get this done for 10 years now.
Yeah,
and he said get it done. I would assume surgery.
Because remember when the girls went to Dr. Proctor, it was the beginning of last season when he was like, "Okay, you know what? All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get the surgery."
Right.
So I don't know if he's been struggling with his weight for 10 years of like, you know, because he even said, "I'm tired of dieting. I'm tired of dieting for the surgery. I just want to get this done."
Well, unfortunately, though, even after the surgery, he still has to keep up the diet.
He still has to keep up the diet.
Just because he gets the surgery and loses weight doesn't mean he can go back to eating whatever he wants. Can't do that.
That's correct.
But this doctor is just getting pissed. He's like, I'm angry with the fact that she did not do anything that I asked her to do. Nothing. And just so y'all know, for those of you who don't watch, not only in the month did she not lose the 25 pounds he asked her to lose, she lost nothing. She didn't gain. She stayed the exact same weight.
And she was happy about it.
Yeah, she was like, she goes, "Well, I didn't gain, I didn't lose, so that's a good thing I didn't gain." And I thought, you freaking idiot. No, you're supposed to be going down, not staying the same. That's not good. They're still not good. Like, she's not understanding that is not a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing.
She was happy about it. She was smiling about it. I'm like, yes, it is Katie Seagal. You're right. That's interesting. I need to talk to Natalie more about some of these stories she's got.
Oh my God.
Yes, this doctor, though, I really like him. He's a very patient man. He's
his
really,
name is Eric. Dr. Eric. That's his name. I see his name now.
Yeah, Eric Smith. I really like this guy. And then look at, here's where he's
there.
It
is.
Can you imagine if you would actually do these things that we're working with? He's right. If she would do the things that he's asking her to do, even just some of it, she would lose some weight. So he's getting annoyed. Look at his face, because you can see it right there. He's pissed angry at this point. He's like, "Girl, I can't do it for you. Only you are in control, not me."
Did you get the other thing that he said to her?
No, I don't think I did. What did he say?
"It seems like I want this more for
more than you do." Yeah, he did say that.
And I was like, there it is right there.
Bless his heart. I mean, he really does. He wants to see her do better.
Wants her to do better.
I don't think she's going to. I don't know.
You know,
I don't have much faith. And then here's where he said, and that's why he sort of is trying to say, well, you know, the rumor is her relationship is over. Maybe she's eating her feelings. Honey, she's been eating her feelings for a long time to get up over 600 pounds.
Yes.
Like that didn't happen overnight. That just did not happen overnight. So, and they left us with a cliffhanger.
Oh my God.
Chris had to get below 400, and he was at what was he at before? 419?
414. He had to lose 14.
Yes. And so his goal for the 30 days was he had to get below that 400-pound mark. And if he is, like, boom, they're going to do his surgery the next day.
The next day.
Yeah, like they're prepared to stay there.
And he goes in the next day. And I was like,
I think if he even lost, say, really, really close, even if he's a pound or two off, I think they're still going to
he's going to get it. Yeah. The doctor's
100%. That doctor it seems like he's very, he knows this guy is trying. He's exercising. He's eating the way he's supposed to. He's doing what he's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he will get the surgery. And I like Chris. I really like him. He's a good guy.
I might have to get a cameo. His cameos are $30. We might have to get a cameo from him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That would be interesting.
Yeah, yes, his cameos are $30. We might have to get one.
Yeah, I think that would be. And you know what? We could tell him. Ooh, we could have him shout out our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're gonna do, and we'll have it so that he'll be able to be able to put it on the channel.
Like, come on, buddy, we're always on your side here.
No, we're always on your side. Always on your side. Oh, always on your side.
Hey, and any of y'all in here who want to share, you know.
Now I will tell you. So let me just, if you remember, on the very first episode when they were going through the previews to come, they did actually show one of them being wheeled off in a hospital bed. Now,
I think that's Tammy.
But see that, right. That's so I always assumed, oh, Chris got his surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But then, and I don't know if you also saw that Tammy went on TikTok.
Yes.
And she's been very active on TikTok. She went and she explained and she had a major mental breakdown in July. She was hospitalized. They ended up having to stop filming in September. And she even said, you can see that, we did end up resuming filming in October. The show's now being aired. And she was on life support. She admitted to being on life support. And that's the reason why she has a tracheotomy, because her lungs, she's not.
That's why I'm concerned for her, because I think instead of getting better, she's getting worse. I think we're starting to see her demise right before our eyes. Oh,
exactly.
God, I did not mean to. It's like, right. if you look at this picture closely, I think Chris, once he loses the weight, I think he's going to be a handsome guy.
He's a handsome man now.
He is. Look, he has very pretty eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's
one of these.
I think he's a handsome dude. I can see it. I can see why his wife, would totally find him attractive. And of course, I don't think he's always been this big either. So
no, I don't think that he's always been this big. I hope that he doesn't turn out to be one of those guys that loses all the weight and then doesn't actually look as good as he does with some weight on.
He could, because
like Oprah.
This boy, he might get this little turkey neck situation going on. But then again, there's skin removal and there's liposuction.
There's skin removal, right? There's skin removal and liposuction and stuff like that.
Ooh, I'm just wondering, should I get like some contouring going on here?
Oh, I would love to do that. I want to suck and tuck so bad. But I need to lose weight in order to get a suck and tuck. I got so much
stuff to suck and tuck right now. It would. They would just look at me and go, "Honey, you got to go home and do something a little different first."
Yeah, they're like, you have to drop some weight in order to get a suck and tuck. And I'm like,
Speaking of, oh my gosh, y'all go on to, I don't know who shared it. I think Annie shared it, but David is really dropping the pounds.
He's lost a lot of weight.
Even recently, like I saw just like him share something like about a month ago where he had lost some weight. And then even since then, he's really dropped the pounds. And they have a comparison of him with an old pair of jeans and up to his body now, and he has really dropped a lot of weight. I'm so proud of him. And let me tell you, one of the big reasons that he's losing this weight, I told y'all that man can outwalk about anybody I know. They walk daily. I think they go on that little park, and if you'll notice, a lot of their pictures are taken in that park. It's very pretty.
Right, because she's getting him out. Yeah, I don't suspect.
He's the one that likes, let's go walk. I mean, he's on it. Yeah,
there's a lot of people that lose weight like that, and because it's been so gradual.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, so he didn't go out and get surgery. Like
he's had it before.
Oh, but he gained the weight back.
Yeah, he gained the weight back.
Probably not as much weight as he had before, but
No, I don't think so.
now it's like you got to go out and you got to walk, you got to exercise, you got to do stuff in order to get your weight off.
And he did credit her. He said, my Annie is really a big supporter and big help of me losing weight. So, and that's a big deal. If you don't have,
and you see how she cooked for him. It's all fresh ingredients.
It is all fresh ingredients.
It's vegetables and stuff
like
that.
He tries to stay away from carbs, I know, as much as he can. It's not always possible, but I know he tries. But I'm so proud of him because he really looks good. Yeah, he really does. He looks good. You can tell that he really wants to be healthier.
Yes.
And I get pissed when I see people say like nasty comments towards him. I'm like, stop it. That's not cool, because you don't ever know what somebody's going through or why they're gotten that situation.
You don't.
For instance, 10 years ago, people would not even recognize me from then to now. They'd be like, wait, who's that person?
Right.
Not because of age, because I really haven't aged that much. I'm not bragging, but I don't have a ton of wrinkles. My family's not really known for getting wrinkles. It's not that. It's the weight thing. Like,
right. Right.
Y'all, I'm telling you, we went out the other night. I got my last little round of chocolate custard.
Yeah, you got your custard.
Got my last little thing of custard, and I was like, I'm gonna cry.
For your day. Well, we're all doing it. Remember, we're
all doing it. So
you're definitely gonna have to get something out about it.
So how should we do this? Like, wait, Wednesday we could do like a check and not tell our weight. No, I ain't doing that.
Right.
No.
So instead of calling it Weight Watchers, we're gonna have to call it like something else. I know I love Fat Club. That is my favorite term, is Fat Club, but I know that a lot of people do not want to be part of something called Fat Club.
Yeah, they might get a little offended by that.
They might get offended, and they might not want to be like, "Oh, I'm going to Fat Club on."
Let me go over here to this little Fat Club.
I'm going to Fat Club Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I think it's a good idea if we even just did, like you said, like even if it was a 45-minute, we obviously can't call it Weight Watchers because that's already been trademarked and all of that. But think of something fun to call it.
Your dog agrees.
My dogs agree. My dogs agree. Yeah. This is what happens when we go on early, because my dogs are like,
that's okay. I love
people
dogs.
At the window. I got to bark. Is that a plastic bag?
That makes it more interesting. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. They've saved my life from I think it was 5 Amazon deliveries today. Thank God for them. I wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for my dog.
Raquel, we literally have stuff in packages in there that we were both looking at last night. He goes, I don't even know what most of this is. He goes, all I know is this one box is yours. I'm like, okay, I have no idea what's in it. and Doug orders me things like that I didn't ask for. I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. Like, it could be questionable. But
mine doesn't order things online for me. Mine
I'm going to take a picture and show you what he did for me, not last year, but the year before, because that was when I published my first book. And he got me like this little, it's like an award. It looks like an award that I received. And inside of it is the front cover of my book. And it says, congratulations on your first book. And it was so nice. And I thought, that's probably one of the most, one of the most meaningful gifts. And I thought, how did he come up with that? I don't know. But it was a good one. Definitely a good one.
Google.
Did good on that one.
He did do good on that.
I had to give him kudos. I think I almost cried on that one. And that says a lot for me. But I've gotten beautiful gifts from friends and whatnot, and I love those meaningful gifts. I think, regardless of if they cost nothing or whatever, it has nothing to do with price. It's just like somebody putting the effort in to make you realize that they thought it out.
Yeah,
that's what makes me happy. It's not, I don't get me wrong. I did get a pair of Coach shoes. Oopsie, but it's the thoughtful gifts, and it's hard for me to do stuff like that for him because he's.
That's okay because I got a Tory Burch backpack. That we went to the store and I said, "This is."
I got a Coach backpack, and it's the color of my shirt. It's green.
Actually, my
husband's never gonna use a Coach backpack. I'm like, hello, on a plane.
Yeah. Well, I got one of the smaller ones because I like to, instead of carrying a purse, I like to carry a backpack. But it's one of the.
You got a smaller one.
It's not like it's like in between a small backpack and a large backpack.
Gotcha. So, mine's big enough to put all my stuff in for my carry-on.
Yeah.
Because I literally, and he's like, "You don't like to fly." I said, "I don't know. I know I'm going to have to at some point."
At some point. So clearly, you need it now.
Yeah, I had to get it ahead of time.
Point. Because at some point, so I need it now.
You got to think ahead. I mean, people think ahead on this stuff.
Why do you need those Coach shoes? Because eventually I'm going to walk and need shoes.
Maybe not today or tomorrow, but someday I'm going to walk, and more than 75 steps.
Maybe that's what we need to do.
Since it's so nice and cool out right now, like this is a perfect Arizona weather for walking. So that is going to be
not here.
You know what? David kind of got me on that, and now I see how much weight he's losing by eating right and walking, and I'm like, that's it. That's the rate I'm gonna go that route. The only thing is some days I have a lot of pain, like all over pain is really hard. But if you just get out there and do it, like as time goes on, your body kind of gets used to it.
All you got to do is 75 steps extra for you.
Well, hell, I can do 75 halfway down my freaking
So do you think that if we order Tammy a pair of Coach shoes and we tell her, if you lose the weight, you can walk in these, maybe that weight? I'm just saying, Tammy, if you ever watch this,
I don't know. Maybe
you drop the weight and we will send you a pair of fabulous Coach shoes. You go online, you pick out the shoes, you say, this is what I want, here's my size, and we will order and we will send it to you.
There you go. You know what I found out about these shoes? And I'm glad. And this is why, and I know we have to go. Read reviews. I don't care what you buy. You are crazy not to read the reviews, because I read the reviews on these shoes, and it turns out that they're actually, and I don't know how. I'll show you a picture of them. I don't know how, but they are men's shoes. So they're sized very differently. And somebody was like, "Oh my gosh, get 2 sizes less." And somebody else said, "Get 1 size less than what you normally wear," because they're not women's shoes. And I thought, they must be crazy. Well, sure enough, I ordered a size smaller, and boom, they just fit, and they still have a little bit of room. I was like, wow. Nice. See, I usually go up a size, because if I can't try them on, and they're designer shoes, they're usually like kind of not very wide, and they're usually smaller.
Oh yeah.
This case,
believe me, I
will read those reviews.
And I will tell you too that I generally will not buy shoes online, because it's not only the designer and their size, it's also the cut.
Right.
I mean, I've got plenty of shoes in my closet that I was just, unfortunately, I am a sucker for fashion. If I like the shoe and they don't have my size, I will go a size down.
Oh, she'll squeeze her feet in.
And pray that the shoe
You know what that reminds me of? Cinderella. Yes. Remember the horrible stepsister that's trying to...
I am a horrible stepsister that will cram my foot into a pair of beautiful shoes.
You heard it here first, y'all. She's going to squeeze her big old honking foot and that little tiny shoe.
I have got shoes that are a size smaller than I wear, because they were on sale and they look so good. And in my mind, I was like, if I just wear them around my house, especially leather, leather... Right. After a while, it stretches. So I will wear the shoes and I will cry in my house.
I will say this: don't get them wet, because they will shrink.
Yes, they will definitely.
Yes. I have my most favorite pair of sandals ever. Oh my God. I got them soaking wet. I don't remember what I was doing. And then I didn't realize that it shrunk the leather. And then I went to put them on like a couple weeks later or whatever. And I was like, what the hell? My feet did not.
Sorry.
I love your dogs. So word to the wise, if they're leather, careful with getting them wet. Because I guess like other things, apparently when they get wet and cold, they shrink.
There we go. I had to tell them to stop barking. I don't know if you saw me going. Bah, 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 bah.
Okay. I bet my dog can hear him in there. She's probably like, "Ooh, what you got?"
So this is what I was talking about.
Shut up, Hilton
Toasted coconut from the Hilton Head Distillery. This is actually a Christmas gift. This is how cool my boss is. This was my Christmas gift.
Did you say that was whiskey?
It is toasted coconut distilled whiskey.
I've never seen clear.
Oh, I'm sorry, flavored rum. Oops, sorry.
Okay, rum. Okay, I've seen clear rum. Oh, I bet that is good.
It is.
Ooh, you know what you could do with that? You could make some really good
everything.
But no, I'm thinking like what's the drink? Pina colada.
Pina coladas.
That would make a really good pina colada.
Yeah, this is going to be a hit tomorrow. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, y'all. She's supposed to go live with us tomorrow after she gets all schnockered. She's gonna get all wasted and drunk and go live with us.
Yeah, the drinking starts at noon. The party starts at 4.
You know what? I'll get some votes. Okay, Instagram. Y'all get busy on Instagram because I'm gonna get some votes. And if the votes win, then Raquel has to go live tomorrow night. Even if she is feeling good, and we're gonna mess with her so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
I'm telling you, depending on what time it is, it's the I love you so much.
Yes, we get to see her drunk, Shaylin. Yeah. Drunk tight.
Drunk tight. Right. Yep. Drunk.
Okay, drunk right. Yes. I'm gonna put a little poll on my Instagram. Lord, she says, right. Lord, I can't type. Don't worry, I do the same thing, especially with nails. So yep, if the votes win, then Raquel has to come up drunk as a skunk.
Drunk as a skunk.
And y'all can come on. You know what? Y'all want to come on panel? Y'all can ask her whatever you want to ask her because she might tell you.
Party.
Are you one of those? Do you get truthful when you drink, or you get silly? Or
no, I don't reveal the secrets. I'm not one of those people that if you get me hammered, that I'm going, oh my God, I got to tell you what so and so told me. That's
y'all. Yeah, I remember the secrets.
I can still keep my mouth shut.
Look at her, stoic, even when she's drinking. Damn
you know what I'm drinking? I can keep all the secrets.
Keep it together.
But I will tell you how much I love you, and I have no problem at that point. It's probably at that point.
I get very lovable too and silly when I drink a lot. Yeah, but you know what? My bitch can come out at that point where normally I try to be very. I'm gonna tell you like it is, but I'm gonna try to be respectful. When I'm hammered, it's not as respectful. Did you ever notice there's like a line there?
Yeah, I got that line.
Like if you're up here, you're at a certain level, but if you get down below, it's like all of a sudden all bets are off.
Oh, the line is bad. for me, when I'm drinking,
it's almost like that one extra drink that you have, just one more. And I always dreaded hearing just one more drink, and I'm like, uh-oh. It always seems to be that just one more drink that makes you go from like funny to oh dear God.
Yes. Funny to fight.
Yep. Satan has come in the building. All right. Well, we will see what happens tomorrow.
We'll see.
What's going on with me?
We'll have to see how your poll goes. All right.
Love it. Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.